Big spooky music, scary stuff, very mood setting. Nice beautiful spring day, and I was like, you know, it would go well with this nice beautiful sunny spring day. Horror games, really spooky day outside, but with all the sunshine, the allergies, realities, scariest allergies, fear. It's the most terrifying thing ever. At least, you know, if you're like me and your whole face explodes whenever allergies start up, which is not fun. Spring, beautiful, love it. Can't go outside. Kind of actually got to stay inside for the next 3 months, so that's rough. By the time I can go outside, it's going to be 100 degrees and, like, going to be a lot of bugs. What is up, Declan? What is up, Mac? What is up, guys? What is up, what is up, what is up? I was feeling tired earlier. I feel jazzed now, man. It's part of the allergies, though. I feel tired some of the time. Comes back and forth. Streaming gives me life, though. I don't drink Monster. I don't drink energy drinks, Red Bull, Monster, any of that jazz. Streaming is my Red Bull, man. Where did I close that window? I did. I closed the window I was supposed to not close. Okay. Takes about 5 seconds to get back there. In case you didn't know, I'm a genuine expert of stalling for time. I can do it. I can make whole streams where I don't even stream. Just stall for time. It would not even be that hard for me. Let's see. Oh my god, the loud. It's just white. It's good. It's a good start. We can fix this. We can fix this. We're good at
September 21st, 1987.
My mic.
It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I started.
There we go. Mwah. Perfect.
What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Turn that down a little bit, just because Mr. Robot Voice is horrifying in his own right. Oh yeah, those good crunchy 8-bit sound effects. That's what I grew up on, man. If we knew not to try and do the voice. The voice never sounds good, man. The old garbly 80s voice that sounds like a monster chewed up and spit out a robot, like, no. I ain't about it, for real. But, you know, it is what it is. Guessing these are languages? Oh, no, it's like, okay. Instructions, extras, exit. We could start with some instructions. To move, use the WASD or left analog stick. We'll walk before the Lord in the land of the living. Oh, cool. We got Bible references. We know how spooky those are. I basically look like Purple Guy from Five Nights at Freddy's, so that's an initially spooky start. We collect apples in this game? Does anything happen if I keep doing this? Okay, face demons and cast them out with the space key or A button. A button? Like, specifically the A button, or just like, just go nuts, man. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Alright, so this is definitely a game. Alright, 2 buttons. How scary could it be? It's got 2 instructions. Move and exercise. Not even the scary kind of exercise. The most scary horror game right now is a RP about being a content creator for an all-powerful network that doesn't care about its user. That real-life existential horror. That's the scariest. Reality is the scariest thing of all, man. Play video games for the escapism. So few games do horror right. Horror is very, very difficult. It's so easy to do cheap horror, and so difficult to do proper horror in any medium. Games, movies, books, whatever. Actually, I think it's a little easier in books than the other two sometimes. You can build suspense easier in books sometimes. In movies and games, you have to keep people engaged constantly. It's hard to have downtime in other forms of medium. Like, books can get away with more downtime. Like, I remember reading Aragon, which is obviously not a horror book, but... Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here. You bad spider thing. Putting up with that shit. It's wandering around the woods. Yeah, this game's an insta classic. By that I mean it basically is just an Atari game. Get out of here. Get out of here. That isn't even scary. Their book spent like 3 chapters in a row describing them making a sword. Like, that was not edge of your seat riveting. I was not, you know, turning page by page like, I wonder what's gonna happen next. No, he just kept describing the sword over and over and over again, and making the sword, and decorating the sword, and building the sword. And you know what? We ate that shit up, man. I read all that book. It's great. It's like with Stephen King's It. I think one of the reasons why it works so well as a book. Take this tree. I just exercised this tree. I'm so good at this game already. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. Who has a favorite tree? Let me ask you this, chat. Do you have a favorite tree? If I asked you to point out your favorite tree to me or send me a picture of your favorite tree, could you do it? I couldn't. I don't have a favorite tree. Maybe, actually, you know, I guess I could come up with one. Childhood home, climbing it, you know, as a child, but a favorite tree? I can't let that go. That's too weird. Who's got a favorite tree? All the needles are falling off of it and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She is totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about. But I've gotten ugly looks from some of the women at the book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. Why did this tree leave me such a detailed note? That's the real question here. This tree has really good penmanship. Cool. It's very metal of you. Chaos reigns. Got it. That music's not terrible. A little suspenseful. So games that got horror wrong. Let's talk about that first. What games did not do horror correctly? Well, one of the biggest perpetrators that comes to mind is Outlast, which tried to be stealth horror, but was afraid to up the difficulty enough to a point where it actually remained stealth horror. And it just became a really crappy action horror game. Really, action horror in general is a rough sell for me. What's up, Nabo? Why are you getting so pissed? Is it me? Are you jealous of my beautiful good looks? It's okay, Nabo. You can't compare yourself to someone as beautiful as I am. Get out of here, sneaking up on me. YouTube stopped sending me notifications of the streams. That is bullshit. Now I'm getting mad. Declan got unsubscribed from me, man. YouTube is fucking with me. Jake Paul gets to be on the front page for showing a dead body, and Wigwam producing gold content over here. Losing all my subscribers. People aren't even for no reason. Bullshit. Yeah, I actually do. It was my old house, and it was a maple tree that I grew up looking at out of my window, seeing it as I grew up. Well, I'm glad you made it, Nabo. I'm glad you found it, despite YouTube's bullshit. Yeah, you know, I would never have thought to call it my favorite tree, but I could think of a tree, if I had to pick, that would have been my favorite tree. Back in my backyard as a kid. I don't know. I guess trees have more of an impact on people than I give them credit for. Go trees. It's the moral of today's stream. Go hug a tree. Ah, Bob. The kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to the real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. That took a really hard turn. That just like, whoop! A hard turn, man. What? I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. Love, Mom. What is this game? What am I playing right now? Anyways, yeah, I found the stream because YouTube didn't send me notification, but I did receive on Gmail. You got an email for my stream and not a notification. Okay. What the fuck is wrong? I would have dreamed of comparing my face to your beautiful one. I'm actually glad to compare an eggplant. Oh man, I'm sure you're a beautiful soul inside and out, Nabo. I believe in you. I see you. Get out of here. He's a fucking shit. This guy. Yeah, I don't know, man. If you're looking for logic in the world of YouTube, you're gonna be very sad. There's no logic here. Alright, so far this game's done a pretty good job of not having any random crap that I need to explore, although it is looping now. I'm gonna keep following the deer, I guess. Ran north this time. Game, I think, is pretty short. I downloaded 2 games we could play in the hopes that it would fill up at least a first half of a stream. But yeah, so Outlast sucks. Alright, I don't like Outlast. I haven't played Outlast 2 because typically, if your first game sucks, I don't try your second game. But I might try Outlast 2. You know, if it comes about on a Humble Bundle or... Get out of here. This is my dear. Come back. I was saving you. I'm about to let this guy get me just to see what happens. Yep, these sure are some woods I'm walking around. YouTube is a crazy land of non-functionality. I mean, I've been on YouTube since when I was first on YouTube, we had like community pages. We could like talk to each other. We could send out what was essentially like tweets before Twitter was even a thing. You'd have customizable backgrounds. The layouts were super customizable. There was a lot that you know, YouTube has really taken away more functionality than they've added over a long time. Streaming's the only real thing they've added in years. And that was only because they were getting their ass handed to them by Twitch and Facebook, so they thought they needed to catch up. And they were right. They did. You know, some people, like Facebook, is trying to cut into YouTube now. Facebook is trying to get YouTube off the market. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I hate Facebook. Public Lecture by Carl James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the Beast System. Wednesday, 8 p.m. Okay. Well, it is Wednesday. I was not planning on playing this game until 8 p.m. Oh, he got me. That guy. Mortis. Really? He got me? He came out of nowhere, dude. It was like right there off screen. It was like this close to the edge of the screen. I can't go down. Bum, 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 bum. Music's pretty good. I dig it. I could fucks with it. There's no sprint button. This is what I don't get, right? Should I like chase this guy? Maybe I should chase this guy down. Maybe he'll lead me to new grand adventures. What I don't get is when people make games like this, right? That are nostalgia plays from the past. Wanna like, hey, you remember the Atari? Remember the Super Nintendo? They bring back too much of it. They bring back the negatives too. Like, I get wanting to have that nostalgia for that art style and some of that gameplay, but like, find a mix of the nostalgia and proper modern day functionality. That's what I need. Like this game, like it's slow. Like there's no sprint. It's very slow moving like an Atari game, but it doesn't need to be. That's not, nobody likes that part of the Atari games, right? Like nobody's like, man, I sure do hate the fact that games move at a decent pace these days. I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. I pointed them back towards the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I think I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of storage. Shovel Knight would be an example, I think. Yeah, exactly. Shovel Knight is the perfect example. Art style, classic difficulty, but gets rid of the live system and replaces it with the best revive system I've ever seen. That other games have started to copy now with very great success. Tighter controls, all sorts of things. All Atari games are bad. I would genuinely agree. I don't think there's a single good Atari game. I just don't think they've aged well. Like, they're just bad. Like they're not functional games. They were trying to do too much with not enough, you know. I think if you don't have nostalgia for an Atari game, I would have a really hard time imagining how you would enjoy it. Hat in Time? Yes, exactly. Hat in Time. Everything you love about GameCube and N64 era platformers, but with improved missions, improved controls, modern day functionality. Like, it's about blending these subjects. That's why so many of these games fail. So many of these games that come in here and they want to be these classic nostalgia factors like Shovel Knight and A Hat in Time, and they don't understand why they don't work and why they don't reach success. It's because they're just doing things that have been done before. Things that don't work. They're not improving on the design. Yeah, but I mean, A Hat in Time is the same concept, but with, like, 3D platformers. I would also put Celeste in there. Celeste, more of a classic style platformer with its more classic style visuals, but does a lot of new and innovative things. Oh, and I want to show you a Wigwam, a genuine cool reaction to the thing I'm gonna right now, dude. Dude, send it up, man. Let's see it. The Martins' house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There is almost no driveway. Trees just out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Alred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the path. Father Alred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the layperson. Layperson. You're a layperson. I'm a layperson when it comes to Fortnite. I'm a lay Fortnite player. I saw that! I saw a little shit in the window. Don't think I didn't see that. I'm gonna watch the replay here. Yep, I saw that. There's no music now. Very suspenseful. This is a very... get out of here, you crazy lady. Okay, good, this game is saving. Good. Good. I mentioned in time because he grew up in the 2000s, so I have nostalgia for. What is your opinion on BoJack Horseman? I love BoJack Horseman. BoJack Horseman is a top-level TV show. Hilarious. I think the best sitcoms are the sitcoms that can properly blend in very serious, dark, sad, real-life moments into their show, in between the comedy. That's why I like Scrubs a lot. Scrubs used to do that really well, at least in the first 5 or 6 seasons. Used to do a really good job of undercutting the comedy with these really serious moments that gave the story weight, gave the characters actual drama to deal with. I have a hard time with sitcoms that are just purely sitcoms sometimes. Like, it's not, they're not inherently bad. There's definitely some that I like, but I think what makes a really good show is a show that can blend different themes and things together, which BoJack does amazingly well. I hate these kind of games where you just wander aimlessly too. Like, there's no direction. I'm just going from screen to screen, hoping I don't get too lost, hoping I run into something new, seemingly at random. You're invited! Come celebrate Dane Jason's 6th birthday! Saturday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Directions: turn right at 1333 Snake Meadow Hill Road and go straight past the well. Okay, so if I go up this road, there should be a birthday party? Who doesn't love a birthday party? Another good example of 3D platforming nostalgia with extremely modernized game, Yooka-Laylee. Why you gotta do me like this, Navo? Why you gotta do me like this? Yo, what up, Penguin Gamer? Welcome home and welcome to the stream. You've only missed bizarreness so far, so don't feel too left out. Yeah, BoJack is amazing. Yooka-Laylee's terrible. Alright, this looks like some endgame shit. Okay, now we're in a house, and the music sounds terrible. What happened to the music? Why did it get so much worse? Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. It is hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Now it stopped. Now it's even creepier. Cool. I don't trust the no sound. Then, all right, I'm sorry I complained about the music. You're freaking me out right now. Space, A button. Okay, so there's a little demon girl herself. Bojack Horseman actually rethinks a lot of my life. The only that I did was Steven Universe. I have not gotten on the Steven Universe train yet. I want to. I'm kind of going to wait for the show to end because I hear the release schedule is bad, and I don't even like watching normal shows come out, right? I love the kind of person that prefers to wait for a show to be completely done before I watch it, or at least give me like a season at a time, which is not something I could do with Steven Universe. Because the other day in Humble Bundle, they were giving away at 75% discount, I think. I thought of you. I mean, again, you know, I've heard a lot of people. Oh, man. There's a creepy shadow behind me. Look at that. That's pretty creepy. That's pretty cool. That's a nice touch. That's good. The TV? What about the TV? What? So quiet. The only reason it would be this quiet is if it's setting me up, man. The TV. Have you played this game before? Do you know what's going to happen right now, Penguin Gamer? This is like a TV, right? From like the side. What is the angle on this TV? Why is the house so quiet? I'm gonna scream. I'm good. You guys know I get scared easily. All right. I never watched horror movies. Like the first horror movie I watched, I think, was The Shining, and I was like 20 years old when I saw that movie for the first time. I never liked horror anything. Never watched horror movies. That's a normal children's drawing. Kids draw weird stuff all the time. Never played a horror game. The only scary book I ever read growing up was It, which took me forever to read and gave me all sorts of nightmares. Like, not kidding. Actual got lots of nightmares from reading It. Am I in the basement right now? This is the last place I would go. Let me tell you one thing I wouldn't do. I wouldn't be wandering around the woods, my little crucifix, fighting off demons, chasing deer, and going into haunted houses. That's not the Wigwam lifestyle. VIP, high-end lifestyle. The big basement, man. So this is what they had her down here in restraints. So this is gonna be like the more haunted portion of the house, right? Which video game character do I despise? Ooh. Video game character do I despise? Well, I guess it depends on context. There's characters I despise in fighting games because I think they're cheap assholes. But I guess you probably mean more from like a story standpoint. I don't know. I don't really focus on characters I despise. I focus more on characters that you maybe hate and then learn to love at the end of the game. Those are characters that resonate more with me, that I think about more. Like Magus from Chrono Trigger. You know, Magus is a character that you start off hating, and by the end of the game, he has one of the best storylines in that whole game. It's so good. I love Chrono Trigger. I'd even consider Shining a horror. For me, it's sort of a thriller. You could say it's a psychological thriller too. Which, you know, to me, I don't know what you qualify as a horror. Most people like horrors like jump scares and murders and gore and stuff. And to me, that's cheap. You need an actual atmosphere. You need to make me tense, you know. It needs a tense, scary atmosphere. That's where fear comes from. That's why Five Nights at Freddy's was so good. Five Nights at Freddy's, the first one, balanced the horror elements. Like, it used jump scares, and that was a little cheap. But it used them well. And what the really scary part of that game was trying to manage your electricity and your doors and manage all these different activities you're doing while playing the game, while trying not to die, while knowing that stuff could happen at any moment. That's where the real fear came from. It was the tension. What is the plot of this game again? So it's basically the plot of The Exorcist, I think. Thanks for writing. I really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you asked, what's the weirdest thing I've seen on a missionary as a missionary. God, I can't read tonight, or most nights. It's kind of a problem. The area we are working in has a lot of folks who practice Kwambaba. What? Kwambaba? Kwambaba, Wambaba. I don't know what that word's supposed to be. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religions. One of the saints they worship is San La Muerta, or Saint Death. Yesterday, we talked to a boy about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, no, but I have prayed to San La Muerta. Muerta. So white, it physically hurts sometimes. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerta, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God, and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to the church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Leighton. Yo, what's up? It's Requizzle. With your difficult name to pronounce, putting me for the real test. I like it. Keeping me on my toes. The character I hated the most was Brad's dad. Holy shit, I never despised a pile of pixels. Brad's dad from Lisa? Because, yeah, that guy is a giant piece of shit. But even he has a slight redemption arc, if that's who you're talking about. What it needs to be, man. I'm trying to think of a character that sucks the whole way through and never gets a redemption. Problem with most of those characters is they're so easily forgettable that I couldn't even tell you. Like, I can't exercise this doll. Oh, it's creepy. Yeah, you have a lot of scary ass mannequins down here for no reason. Want some exorcism? You want some exorcism? Knock knock. Hello, it's me. I got some exorcism for you. Like to borrow some Girl Scout exorcism? Here you go. I got some Moa flavored exorcism for you. Okay, I think this might be like the room, guys. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off of the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. It was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs, into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother! Mother!" the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the kitchen table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Bum, bum, bum. Suspenseful, man. Lisa has a lot of pretty hateable characters. Yeah. Uh-oh. On first person perspective.
She is here.
Okay. That's cool. Game is definitely mixing it up right now. I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back looking straight at me like when I first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name and in other instances spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came, so I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. So am I avoiding her, or am I going for her? I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, rubber ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Makes me feel... oh, so fun. I am surrounded. What?
Mortis.
Okay. Mortis it is. So we're gonna have to figure out... this is the old school style of video games, right? You get no instructions. That's part of the fun. It's part of the length of the video game is figuring out how the hell to play it. What the hell to do. I used to have an Addams Family video game as a child that I don't think I ever beat the second level on because it was the most confusing game I've ever seen. Am I supposed to react to that? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You are going to... what am I going to, Penguin Gamer? I'm gonna do a lot of things.
She is
Alright, I'm getting this rubber ducky, man. I ain't taking no for an answer on the rubber ducky, man. That's where I draw, you know, a line in the sand. I'm getting the rubber ducky. What is this? There's like a symbol here. I don't know what to do. Alright, I'm gonna stop getting the rubber ducky. I am taking no for an answer on the rubber ducky. Fine. Not happy about it. Okay, so I get this. So we went downstairs into the demon circle where the exorcism happened. And then we woke up in this bedroom in the bed, and then she was at the foot of the bed, and then she like spookied away because it's not enough for her to just kill us right then and there. It's gotta be more elaborate than that. You know, it's gotta be a setup. Okay. I'm being chased by demon symbols. Okay. If I told you I understood what was happening, I'd be lying. I'm a little perplexed, but I'm intrigued. But intrigue with lack of progress inherently turns into frustration, so let's see what we can get going here. Alright, you know, let's start here. There's a doll up here, right here in this room. Okay, so maybe I just need to keep exercising things? Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anish about it next time. That's not a name. We have book club. She looks like she could be from over there. Wow, that's racist. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead, or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Okay, so she got possessed by the doll. This is the bathroom. There's the scary symbols. Can I go through this door? What am I just gonna keep going back and forth on these rooms until something happens? Exercise the exercise bike. Not good. Okay, that time I didn't die. But why? Where is the consistency here? I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. It's like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day, and now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Am I Bob? Are you Bob? Are we all Bob? Alright, I just gotta exercise every point of interest in here, in this whole building. As a kid, things that scared me the most weren't hiding in the dark, but were things that were bigger than me, things that I knew could hurt or kill me. When I was a kid, the things that scared me were like... what's I gonna say? I used to watch like ghost shows with my mom or dad. Things that I probably should not have been watching. Don't get me. And like things that would just really stick with me for some reason. Which one of these things in here? Uh-oh. I don't know how I did this last time. There we go. Okay, I think if I just spam it in all directions, she'll go away. This is the twins' room. The twins are obviously pretty young. I would think something in here would be interactable. This is the problem with Atari games, right? There's really no consistency with them. We complained today about games where they are too obvious with things like, oh, there's yellow everywhere painted onto the walls where I can platform. It makes it too obvious, too easy, whatever. But then you remember games like this and you're like, that's why we've gotten to this point, because we were so far off the mark in the beginning. One of the things that stuck with me the most as a child watching those ghost shows was, as a child, I watched this one about this weird, creepy, singing ghost lady. And I don't know why it stuck with me. It was like this old lady in a robe who was like just haunting a graveyard. It's some really stupid story. But to this day, I still get freaked out sometimes when I go into my parents' basement because I convinced myself as a child that that scary ghost lady was down in that basement. Why? I don't know. Makes no sense. Was not consistent with... Wasn't even consistent for like the story that I was scared of to begin with, but it just sticks with you forever. just some of those creepy things as a child. Just, you know, they do not leave you alone. Get lost, ghost lady. What else can I wave my magical interact button at? Can I go downstairs again? Do I want to go downstairs again?
I heard a door open upstairs.
Ooh, door opened upstairs. Robot sounding motherfucker. Oh, and it got real quiet again. A door, you say? Was it the front door? Oh, I know where there was a door upstairs. Upstairs, upstairs? How would you define a video game? Interactable electronic game? Oh, this door opened. Video game's a pretty broad term for me. I mean, you can go all the way down to a point-and-click adventure, which is essentially just an interactable visual novel. I would say visual novels are not video games. It's kind of where I draw the line. At the bottom is like, the bare minimum would be like a point-and-click adventure. Like, it has to be, player input has to affect what's happening in the game. And not just like progressing like next page, next page. There needs to be positive and negative feedback, or at least what's the word I want to say? I can't think of the word. There needs to be a reaction to the player input, right? There needs to be things happening based on what the player does. It could be as broad as that, because again, there's a million different types of video games. Karen, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. What they said in the papers about what happened isn't true. She, my superior, father, when I confronted her, she blank managed to cut the power to the house and blank her own parents. Blank the blank with their own blank. That sounds gruesome. I don't know what it is, but there are not any words that go in those blanks that make that a not gruesome sentence. I have to go back to the house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. I can still help her if I don't come back. Know that I love you, and I'm sorry. John. There's blood drawn on this mannequin. There's a bloody face. Okay. That scared me because I was looking away when that happened.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
I'm holding the space bar at her. I'm holding that space bar. We're winning. We're space barring. You, hey, what? Guess I can't exercise that guy.
My God, what happened to you?
My God.
My face is pretty.
Pretty ugly. Woo! Got her. Roasted. Well, this is fun. Guess I won't let Dude Bro touch me next time. Oh no, he's slowly meandering towards me. Better stand over here. Better stand over here. Come on, come on. Just get baited this way, dude. Come over here into this corner. There we go. Nope, you kept following me too much. It's like playing the xylophone music. Get away from me, dude. Oh no, here comes another one. Oh, it's over. Wow, it's impressive visuals. You don't have a face. That one, that one, that one, that one. Nope! Oh, are you kidding me with this? So to me, visual novels do count as video games. I don't know, man. That's I would personally disagree, but you're more than welcome to your opinion. Let me just ask you this. What in your opinion do you think makes it count as a video game? I was turned around. All right, that's bullshit. I was turned around. Mortis. I'll start saying that when I die in any video game. Whenever I die in Fortnite from now on, it's gonna be like, Mortis. Morty. Oh, do I just gotta dodge? I guess I just gotta dodge. You know, there's no way to know that except to die a bunch of times, but that's cool. It is old school. It is authentically old school video game right there. Yeah, there she is. Yep, just dodge. Dodge and zap. Little dodge and zap. That one. That is such a close hitbox. I do not like that. Go, go. Oh, forgot to get her again on that one. Move! Oh my god, you gotta move quicker than that, dude. You gotta act like you want it. You gotta hustle for it, baby. Is it the first one? Girl is a scary mess of pixels. Oh, there she is. Down and around. Juked her out. Juked her out. I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something more than this, because this is getting repetitious as fuck. But I mean, what else would I do? Except die, apparently. Is it weird that I find the monster voices cute? I mean, she is supposed to be a little girl, so not totally weird. It's a little weird. No bit. Not like a lot. By internet standards, very normal. Should I be doing something else? What's your opinion, chat? Oops. Definitely shouldn't be doing that. Alright, what's your opinion, chat? Am I missing something, or is it just a grind? Do I just need to keep doing this until it works? Oops. I was so good at this a second ago. My skill level is erratic. Unpredictable. Ba-da, ba-da. And just can't touch her ever. You don't really have to move that far out of the way to dodge her. Maybe I should just run away. What if I just run away? Can't. I mean, I definitely have to stay in this room. Would I have to just zap her for like 12 minutes? You know, I guess you can't rush a good exorcism. Takes time to properly exorcise the demons. We all know this. You don't want one of them cheap rush jobs, you know? It's like getting your brakes replaced. You know, sure, you could go down and get the budget one. They'll be done in an hour, but then, you know, you really want to put your life in the hands of a budget brake job. I don't know. It's a risk you probably don't need to take. Just feels like clearly missing something. Nope, just time. Oh my god, now she's got... Okay, this is cool. Oh, I didn't move quick enough. Get her to go on the circle. Mortis. Nope, probably shouldn't be joking right now. Okay, she's vulnerable. She's invulnerable. Ready, and move! Oh. Woo! She's quick, buddy. I could do this, right? Right? Yeah! Oh, shit. Stretch out my nice purple shirt, man. Shirt was free. Think I just want to ruin a free shirt? God dang it. Alright, I'm gonna try a new plan next time. New plan. Move. It'll be good. You guys are gonna like it. You know, I feel like I've seen this image before, at least. Maybe on Twitter or something. It's hard to know sometimes. Although a lot of game devs. Okay. Okay. You think you're slick, lady? You think you're good? Well, you are. But I'm gonna be better, eventually. I get infinite number of tries. You only gotta die once. want to get a feel for this. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing the timing now. What? Her hitbox got bigger. All right, her hitbox definitely got bigger. My hitbox got different. Her hurtbox got bigger. Okay, right. Zapper, and the... This should have gone down. A second ago, it wasn't this tough to dodge her. That's all I'm saying. All right, make a scary pentagram. Zap, 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 zap. Brannigan. She got my foot. Are you kidding me? She got my toes. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I have an idea. And I think it might just work. It did work. She goes off in the same direction every time. Wow, I just walked right into that. Can you play Fortnite? I'm probably gonna play Fortnite later tonight. It is season 4 on Fortnite, baby. Season 4 is pretty exciting stuff. Oh my god, this guy moves so slow. Is he gonna end on that side this time? Okay. He's gonna come right at me. We're just gonna go that way. Ah, get out of the way! Okay, she's just going from edge to edge on the pentagram, which means she should stop right up here next. And then she's gonna head down towards me, but I'm gonna be out of her hitbox. Yep! I got you figured out, lady. Oh, she stopped at the same spot this time. She's mixing it up. She's mixing it up. Kind of. It's actually super easy now that I've got the pattern down. She should stop right here in the middle next. Get zapped, baby. Get right on the zap train. Too far? Too far? Alright, I guess that was too far away. Oh my god. All that to get hit on the side. Tag me in the butt. You're gonna kill me with a little butt slap? I don't approve. Do not approve of this message. Look at that. I was waiting for her, man. I was camping her. I was spawn camping her. This cross has like a weird rate of hit. Like, right here. There we go. It works from about half a screen away. Look at this. Just making a predictable pentagram. That's what all evil people do, you sucker. Alright, is she gonna repeat this twice like she did last time? Oh god, I hope she doesn't hit me right here. She's gonna shoot a spooky guy at me. Can't be firing them spookers at me. Ah, got her. Roasted her. What you got? Now you got 2 hands out of your face? Leg? Okay, no, you're just going towards the center of the room. Out the window with you. I go out the window too? Nope. Good game, guys. We did it. Got her to go out the window. That was our plan all along. We did it. We nailed it. We killed that, guys. That was all team effort there. Me, you, all together. We did this. What makes a visual novel a game would be the multiple choices that players make, which affect the plot and characters, resulting in different endings. Yeah, I could see that. I still disagree, but you make a good point for sure. What makes that animation was not half bad. I'm impressed by the cutscene animations in this game. It's just, you know, and the Atari graphics, they are what they are. They're not anything astounding or spectacular. They're, you know, they're not meant to be though. So are there any horror games in store for us? There's another horror game I have from itch.io. Kill her. Okay. Oh no. Well, if you had watched me play Fortnite, you know I'm gonna need more than 1 bullet. You know 1 bullet is not, I'm not a 100% accurate kind of guy. I go out this back door. She went out the window. You know, it would make sense that she would be back there. She's probably back down in the basement, don't you think? That's what I think she would. That's what I think she would have gone. So there's another game I'm gonna play called. It's in the description, I think, in the title even. Try to Fall Asleep. I just looked up some basic horror games. There's a terrible meme horror game. Oh look, the doll's gone now. That I saw called Spaghetti. I was thinking about playing that, you know, for the memes. Nope, she's not down here. Although these candles are still lit. Where'd she go? Maybe she's up in her bedroom. Yeah, so Spaghetti looks just god awful, like a Five Nights at Freddy kind of ripoff, but with memes, like the Five Nights at memes instead, and like, just play some Five Nights at Freddy's, man. It's a shame I wasn't streaming back when that thing was on the bandwagon, because I like those games. I think those games, for the most part, well, the ones I played, I thought were pretty enjoyable. Played 1, 2, and 3. I think they were a lot of fun as a streamer to play those games. Like I guess I was a Let's Player at that time, but they're fun, man. I enjoy those games for sure. I think they're fun for the whole audience. A good time. What you got? Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting ghost girls. Demons? I'm hunting demons. Oh. Well, I pressed the space bar and fired my one and only bullet. So, game over, man? Game over, man. Where did she go, man? You realize we had to finish the game, right? Here's another gun. Is it gun with one bullet? I guess we're going outside, if we can. Alright, I don't think I can go behind the house. I can go back into the woods. This is what we're supposed to do? Might be walking directly away from the plot right now. Kinda looks like a path, though. They cut through the trees here. I mean, I feel like she'd be at the spooky well, right? Can't hit spacebar anymore. It'll fire my one bullet. Am I supposed to be wandering around the woods? I mean, she left the house, right? Like, this is what logically would make sense to do next. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll be getting back in my car, and I'll be driving the fuck away. I'll be leaving this town. At least there's music out here. Ghost girl. How can you attract ghost girls? What baits them out? Scary diaries? Try to like leave out a blank gothic looking diary? Or do you think that would make her come out? Maybe I could bait her out with dark eyeliner, black lipstick, and nail polish. $25 gift card to Hot Topic. What happens if I shoot this deer? What kind of bullet was that? This deer exploded. Seriously. What kind of damage does one bullet do to that deer? In all honesty, the whole what is a real video game argument is pretty useless in my opinion. It's so subjective, and all it does is limit the scope of the medium. Agreed. I could agree with that. It's kind of arbitrary. If I made something and called it a video game, and people wanted to buy it and consume it, it doesn't even matter whether you think it's a video game or not. Is it entertaining medium for me to enjoy? Do I enjoy playing it? Do I enjoy my time with it? Then who cares what you want to call it? Call your movie a game, call your game a movie, do whatever you want. I don't really care. Just provide an entertaining experience for the audience. It's not rocket appliances, Ricky. I can't go back in the house anymore? I don't think I was supposed to kill the deer. I don't think that was the climax of the story. Locked out of the house now. Can't go back here. That's what I figured. This is like... Can't even go past this point. I'm stuck. There's a wall. There's a wall here. I can't walk by the roof of this building for some reason. This perspective in video games is borked. Like what am I stuck on right there? No more gun. No more bullet. No more ghost girl. I guess we won the game. Show us. Like, what else is there to do? I don't know. Boo doo 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 doo. Make my own ominous music. Oh, some more gravestones. Mr. Martin, it has taken longer than expected registering the markers on your property as a historical cemetery. Our office has had difficulty identifying who was buried there. The encryptions on the gravestones were written in a language that we cannot identify. I sent the gravestones rubbings to some of my peers at the University of Connecticut. We'll reach out to you when I get a response from them. Spooky gravestones. Nah ha ha ha. Okay, only one of them was spooky. The other one doesn't matter. No story. No significance. According to the University of Connecticut, America's greatest university. You go, UConn. I guess, I don't know. Is anybody who cares? What's the University of Connecticut? Who gives a fuck? I just want to know where the end of this game is. Where is it? Beating a ghost girl is easy. You tell her Freddie Mercury's ghost, but then again, ha! Would work on me too, boy. So I got the key earlier. I guess the key got me into the main house, right? Is there some clue? I don't think there was any clue as to where she would have gone afterwards. And I can't go back into the house. And I used my one and only bullet. The ghost of Freddie Mercury. Is that a reference to Big Mouth? What a odd show Big Mouth is. Such a bizarre, weird, mildly offensive, somewhat funny, at times also very unfunny show. I really don't like Nick Kroll that much. Just not for me. I love John Mulaney. I think Nick Kroll can be alright, but he's just, he's not for me, man. That's it. Why did I shoot the deer?
He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust. I shall not be afraid of the terror.
What? What? Ending 4 of 5, The Hunter. What? Unidentified body discovered near wrecked car. The site of the deadly car accident was discovered along a road near Sterling this morning, along with the body of a person who has not yet been identified. At 6 a.m. this morning, a resident called to report on an accident along Snake Meadow Hill Road. The driver of a silver sedan had swerved off the road and struck a tree. A spokesperson for the police comment. That has to be like the worst ending. For a white-tailed deer hunter typically gets 75 pounds of meat. However, it appears the victim of the accident was only able to carry 25 pounds back to the car. Okay. Okay. What is your deal, game? What on earth is your deal? Okay, so would it be an ending if I shot the bullet at nothing and went back to my car without it? Game is Bizarro Land. That's what it is. walking south. We get this, whatever this ending is, this has got to be the worst ending. I shot a deer and the deer conspired against me to murder me. What the fuck? How was that an ending in this game? This game about exorcism, and that's what you throw at me. Okay. Okay. That's cool. I get it. I get it. It's heady. You know, you have to be really smart to be fair to understand this. Fuck that shit. I shot my one bullet. Let's go. What? 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 I don't get it. I don't get it. Does anybody understand what's happening right now? Chat. Do you know what's happening, chat? I don't know what's happening. I'm perplexed. Okay. Okay, so I couldn't go back in the house earlier because I shot the deer, and that was the ending. I'm gonna go back up to the attic. We're gonna start there, alright? We're gonna start eliminating this screen by screen until we get through at least one ending that doesn't suck. So from your Twitter earlier stream to be very passionate about the LGBTQ community. I was wondering if you're a part of it, have someone close to you be a part of it, or are an ally. I mean, I myself am gay. I don't really take part in the community as much. I try to be supportive of all the people and their struggles and stuff. But, I mean, personally, I think we're lucky enough to be at a part where things are a lot better nowadays, for some of us at least. And that I just kind of want to live my life, you know. I don't want to have to be a passionate social justice warrior fighter all the time, you know. And it's nice that we finally come to a point where you can kind of do that. I think some of the older folks in that community still think that you have to be, like, embattled, fighting all the time. But I think that's the whole point of, like, you know, of the fight so far, is that eventually you get to stop fighting. But yeah, I mean, and in general, too, I'm just kind of the person that doesn't really believe in discrimination against anybody for anything, whether either religious beliefs, skin color, ethnicity. I mean, I try to just take every person as an individual because we're all different. We're all individuals. Some of us are good, some of us are bad. It's not determined by where we're from or who should we worship or who we have sex with. Some people are just shitty people, and some people are just better people. It's just the way it is. No more ghosty in the mirror. All I really think it comes down to is, you know, are you the kind of person that actively tries to be a good person or not? And even then, you know, nobody thinks they're a bad person, really. Everybody thinks they're a good person. People are just fucked. Not good at it. I go to the right here? Right, definitely getting off the beaten path. Hello, little ghost girl. I would like to shoot you with this gun, because apparently the magical exorcism was only the first half. The second half was I got a reservoir dogs you. Yeah. I ain't falling for that again. No. Not getting that ending twice. Try to like draw a map of this game in my head as I go, because it's looping around pretty quickly. Like I said, man, screen by screen, gonna slowly eliminate all the possibilities. Can I just shoot myself? How's that for an ending? Ah, there she is. Found you, goose girl. Let me line up the shot here. Okay, this should be a real ending, right? This should be an actual, like, ending, not some hilarious deer come out and kill you type ending. I found her, I shot her, I killed her, should be over. One would think. Music stopped. Seems like an ending. I really want this to be a satisfying ending. I gotta get at least a somewhat decent ending. That was hella inspired, my dude. I try, man. Have my few moments. Car should be one screen over, man. You gotta be passionate about some stuff, though. And this time, a ghost girl runs out into the road, and then a bunch of ghost girls kill me in the middle of the woods. Uh-oh. Murderer. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who has been missing. John Ward of the Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. Officer thought it might be a poacher. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her," according to the police report. The officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside of her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to authorities that he shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body... Ooh. I lost my spot. Trying to scroll. Amy showed a face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Word was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It is suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. Alright. Next game, or try to get one more ending. What's the word, chat? I'm thinking next game, mostly because I don't know how to get any more endings. But I could find out, I guess. I'd like to see what ending doesn't get us arrested for murdering a little girl. It says kill her. Who wrote kill her on the floor, though, man? Wigwam, I am so drunk. I never would have guessed. I guess it's an appropriate time for you to be drunk where you are, though. I'll be there soon, man. Stocked up some more rum and coke. Don't drink, kids, until you're legally old enough. I just want to put my line in the sand. I never had a drink of alcohol before I was 19. I never smoked anything before I was 18. Until I graduated high school. I waited till I was 100% done with high school to partake in any of that stuff. I stand by it. I'm thinking next game. Also checking my Snapchat. Somebody. Shrek is on Netflix, by the way. Public service announcements. Blah, blah, blah. PSA. Here's a PSA for you. Shrek. Shrek is on Netflix. Your life is complete. You're welcome. Such a bore. I'm a bore. Man, don't be a mean drunk, Mr. Jib. I was a little straight edge kid, alright? We drink like idiots in the UK. Alright, well, the drinking age is like 21 in America. So, it's different here. I mean, some kids start drinking here at 14, but it's usually like... It's not like everybody. It's like the annoying rich kids and the jocks, maybe. But, I don't know, man. I was a straight... what do you want from me? I'm a nerd to this day. I even used to be a larger nerd. I'm less of a dork than I used to be, somehow. This is me at... minimum dorkness, all right? It's gone down from what it used to be. I got no regrets, man. No regrets. Can't wait to watch my favorite meme movie. My friends don't understand. Shrek is a good movie, man. It's not even about the memes. It's not a meme movie. It's a quality movie in general. You're a cool chap. Thank you. Like I said, it took a couple years, but, you know, it's set in eventually. I kind of want to get one more ending, but I don't know what I would do to get one last ending. Here, maybe I could do this. Maybe we could just cheat. Right? Let's just look up Fate Game All Endings. Chin Chin? What is Chin Chin? Yep, this isn't working. This game is called Fate, right? Did I imagine that? No, Faith. It's called Faith. Faith, all endings, all deaths. Let's see. Okay. Death. Thank you to Necro the Circle. We're stealing your endings. I just want to know, man. I just want to know the other endings, but I don't really care to get them. Skip ahead. We already read this. We got this ending. All right, here's the second ending. I'll go back a little bit. The second ending is what? I was over here. Where was that guy? That guy was not over there. That guy was not there when we went over there. That's some BS. Wow, are there no good endings? So in that ending, you get killed by the random thing from the woods, which sneaks up in your... That's hysterical. I know that's supposed to be scary, but that is absolutely hysterical. It just pops out like... Bah! It like strangles you to death. It's not scary, man. With all due respect, you cannot grasp the importance of the work I am doing for young Michael without being present. Blah, 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 blah. A lot of reading with a bad text font. What was this one? This one you shoot the cork... Okay. I would not have thought to shoot the thing that was already very clearly dead and mutilated. No. Oh. So was ending 5 good? We got ending 1 and 4. I was ending 2 and 3. The Offering. What is that? Like, that's not even... That had nothing to do with the game we even played. Hello, Amy. I am sorry to hear about your parents' decision. It is hard for people to do trust that they don't understand. I know you're only 17, but you are clear... but you are clearly an adult. You are able to handle your own life. Do not let your mom and dad stop you following your dreams, your evil dreams. As a Muslim of color, kind of similar to me, I live my life tolerating and accepting others, trying not to get political all the time, but you know, sometimes, dude, yeah, that's rough, man, because I couldn't even imagine, because I know just being Muslim or Muslim ethnicity, you know, it puts people put you in that political spot because they can see it, you know. People suck, man. And people just get so afraid of fucking everything. Okay, this is what I thought that one ending might have been, was you could shoot this thing. And it gets run over. Okay.
I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in him I will trust.
Is this the ending? Is this a real ending? The line between horror and comedy is very thin. Very true. I think it's funny that if you do horror really badly, it can turn into comedy, but if you do comedy really badly, it's not horror. Might be horrifying to watch. Not in the same way. Alright, is this just robot voice reciting psalms? Why is that the best ending? Why is that the best ending and not... Here's what should be the best ending, right? You use the gunshot to kill that thing, and then you go back into the woods, and you exorcise that little girl some more, and then you save the little girl, and the demon leaves her. That should be that ending. Not just shooting the random demon from the woods. That I think was like nothing more than an obstacle we had to walk by. Chupacabra remains. I don't know if it was Sterling. It's alright. So, you know, like 2 out of 5. It was a free game. It wasn't not worth my time. It wasn't particularly scary. Had a couple of good moments. Good visual cutscenes, for sure. Good music in the woods. Terrible music in the house. Couple of good moments. Overall, you know, it was what it was. Is it a Game Jam game? It might have been a Game Jam game. If it was a Game Jam, I could give it a little more credit. If it was made in 48 hours, it'd have it be like a 3 out of 5. But the original Celeste was also made from a Game Jam, so. Just saying. Genius and madness. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Okay, well, let's see what this game has to offer for us. This is supposed to be another horror game. This game is called Try Not to Fall Asleep. It's one of the higher rated games on itch.io right now under the horror genre. I'm trying to remember if I pulled this one from currently most popular or from top rated of all time. It was on one of those two though, so it was pretty far up there at the moment. Oh, Try to Fall Asleep. I have lied to you and told you the wrong title like 6 times. Play. Beta. I 1. Okay. See if this is some kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, or I don't really know what this is. With horror games, I don't like to get too into the details ahead of time. Just want to play the game. Part of the experience is just living it live. Okay, so it's
hello there. You must be John Herring, right?
hello.
Well, nice to meet you, Mr. Herring. My name is AB. I'm a medical assistant robot. My core function is to give guidance to my patients and provide a supportive presence in case
Turn it up a little bit.
of an emergency, such as a mental breakdown.
I think you guys will need to be able to hear this.
And so on. I was created by your treatment supervisor, Dr. Rick Norberg himself.
Hey.
So, Mr. Herring, I'd like to congratulate you on successfully recovering from your physical damages. Such a huge blast. And you didn't lose a limb. How about that? Anyway, now that you have healed from your physical damages, we can start to work on your brain damage. Okay, then.
I muted the robots. So did you finish Iconoclast? What are your opinions on the game as a whole? I did not finish it. I tried. I really thought some of the puzzles were just increasingly becoming more and more tedious. I didn't particularly think the combat was that good. I thought the story was definitely the best part, but the gameplay, I just did not think the gameplay was fun. I didn't really like the controls. Honestly, I just didn't like it that much. Yeah, I really wanted to. I was kind of surprised I didn't. It was visually very appealing. I mean, there was a lot that was good with it. I unmute the robot. I didn't mean to mute you, robot man. Tab to help. Hide under the blanket if you see a monster. Oh. Light becomes too intense if you leave it on. Try to fall asleep faster. Keep your eyes closed for a longer time. Hide under the blanket if you see a monster. Don't break the lamp. Oh, the lamp will break? What kind of terrible lamp is this? Keep this as low as possible. Open your eyes or turn on the light to reduce it. Try to fill it up before 4 a.m. Close your eyes to raise it faster. Okay. I get that. I mean, obviously my initial reaction is just going to be to keep my eyes closed for a while. What is happening? Is this good? Is this bad? Oh! What? That's not cool. You got anything to say about this robot? There's a zombie monster right there. You got nothing to say about this robot, man. Why would I be trying to go to sleep in this scenario? The final part is all worth it. Get the fuck out. This is like Five Nights at Freddy's all over again. Ugh. It's gonna be a jump scare game, I can tell. It's not cool, man. Ah! Fuck me. God damn it.
Ooh, looks like you got a big hallucination there. Next time, you should hide in the blanket before that happens.
How about you eat me, you robot piece of shit? Can you not be possessed? Why? It like takes your eyes a second to readjust to. Why is the radio possessed? Why would you just not get rid of the radio? Too scared to keep my eyes closed for more than 5 seconds at a time.
Oh my, you're stressed.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nope. Nope! The title "Try to Sleep" sounds like the developers are saying their own game is boring. I think it's like they're trying to say their own game is too exciting. My stress level just skyrocketed for no reason. And then a giant Wookiee murdered me. What is this game?
Oh, hello there. You must be John Herring, right? Well, nice to meet you.
Do you agree with James Nitro Red that jump scares aren't real horror?
I'm a medical assistant robot.
I think that jump scares can be a very effective tool to use in horror game and genres. I don't think that there's anything inherently wrong with jump scares. I think what's wrong is if your entire game or movie or whatever it is just jump scares. Like, it's a tool that needs to be used sparingly.
Successfully recovering from your physical damages. Such a huge blast, and you didn't lose a limb.
If all your game is jump scares, then no, it's not good. If all your movie is jump scares, it's not really scary.
We can start to work on your brain damage.
I can turn all the way around. That's weird. Kind of.
Brain damages that might cause you to hallucinate.
To me, it's like you were trying to say, try to sleep, I dare you.
Can be easily cured. In order to heal your brain damage,
I get you, man. I get what you're saying.
sleeping is the best medicine for your brain.
I'm trying to get as much sleep in now while he's talking, before the monster will hopefully be triggered.
So just fall asleep. Seems easy, right? Well, unfortunately, your brain damage might cause you to hallucinate, and that could be a huge problem. Potentially, if you won't stay calm, your stress will increase, and a huge stress will give you a cardiac arrest, a sudden stop of the heart. If that occurs,
Your heart will
not be able to
literally
arrive in time to
explode.
save you from death. So, you'll need to deal with your stress as best as you can. Alright, let's walk you through the basics real quick. That device at the bottom left corner is your info panel, which has two pretty
I'm gonna get through this
self-explanatory
easy, man.
levels.
I got this.
Now, if you could close your eyes. Okay, now keep them closed for a bit.
I'm doing it.
Now, open them. See? Your sleep level just increased. If
Hooray.
you're up before 4 a.m.,
I'm getting there.
fall
I'm gonna
asleep.
get this night one done.
Yeah, and I find it fascinating how. Boom! Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you that much. Oh my. The point is, your stress is too high. Will increase your Keep your eyes open, just like turn on a light. This level should be kept.
Okay,
as
so you
low
turn
as
your stress
possible.
down by turning on the light. I
Go
think that was
down
the part I
and keep
missed.
your eyes open. Also, turning on that lamp will help you to lower the stress level faster.
Also, like, why there was two robot voices for a second. I don't need that. I don't need two of you. One of you's creepy enough. Oh god, no, no, no! Get in the blanket. Get in the blanket. Get in the blanket.
Very close. Ooh, looks like you got a big hallucination there. It'll help you to trick your brain in the blanket before that happens. There's no need to stay under the blanket all the time. So hide only when you absolutely need to. Okay, looks like we're all
Oh my god, what is this game?
fall asleep, and I'll check on you in the morning. Good night, Mr. Herring.
It's like spamming that button. Get the stress down. Get the stress down. Get a little sleepy. A little sleepy under the covers. Nobody? Scary stuff? Where are they coming at? There are other directions I should be checking besides just these ones? I would not be sleeping in this house, alright? Oh man, this sucks. It's just like jump scares, jump scares, jump scares. Wow, that stress level is crazy high. What is your favorite thing about Nitrorad? For me, would be how chill and personal his videos are. He's got really good production value. I really appreciate the amount of effort he puts into his videos. Plus, like his April Fool's videos, Corey in the House and Drake and Josh. He remade the intros for both of those. What the fuck? I was under the covers, man. I was getting under the covers. I got plenty of time. It's only 12 p.m. We got till 4 a.m. Right? Right? 12 p.m. That should say 12 a.m. Dumbass clock doesn't even know how to tell time. It's like there's no reaction time, though. Like, every time I open my eyes, like, there's just the monster's already there. I like this idea, though. It's a very clever idea for a game to force the player to shut off their vision at will. And then to, like you're in control of the jump scares. A little bit like it was in Five Nights at Freddy's, right? In Five Nights at Freddy's, you were in a constant race to prevent the jump scares. And this one, you kind of control it, right? Like, you have to endure this amount of time at your leisure. But, like, you're in control of it. You're like, oh, no. Oh, no. Like, gonna help my stress level go down in this situation? Yeah, that's cool. Nice TV hallucinations. So close, man. I just want to wrap up this one night. I also like that Nitro Red plays a lot of different games. Like, he plays some RPG Maker games. He did the Mario special. Like, he plays a nice variety. That's probably fun. Jesus. What? No, 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 no. I want my stress level go down. Won't let me get under the covers. Won't let my stress level decrease. Ah, no! What? What? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand what triggers it, man. This game's got some good concepts behind it, for sure. Who made this game? Basil. Jorge V. Some random people who made some 3D models. I think I've heard Basil before. Alright, well, this game is literally just like a jump scare simulator. Then I pretty much have seen all I need to see. It's a good little concept, but got it. It's gonna, I'll close my eyes, stuff's gonna pop out of me. Don't like that it on the, even just the level 1, it seems like I have no control over that stress level at the end. I mean, how did I lose? What was I doing wrong at the end? I couldn't get under the covers, I couldn't turn on the light, and nothing I did was affecting the stress level. I just lost. The game just decided I was gonna lose, and I lost. To me, that's not good. Browse game. Let's see. Horror games. Popularity. What is your... Read that already. Survival horror. Atmospheric. Alright, what do you got for atmospheric horrors? And top rated. Lost Constellation, that is not a horror game. Maybe it's... Oh, it's because I got you. I went to atmospheric only tags instead of both. That game, it's definitely atmospheric. Alright, this game's called Black. You awake in a dark place with seemingly no memories of your past or whereabouts, and it's black. So black. Yep, that sounds like a typical horror game here. You left me. This game looks pretty surreal. This is the other game I was looking at earlier. You wake up in a different world. You have until nighttime to escape. Where are you? You've forgotten something. Agnes Doll. Or a creepy orphanage to find out what is going on and what has happened here. This is a student project. The in-game text. Blah, blah, blah. Itch.io. So many half-made games. This is made by the guy who made Luca. It's got that same weird art style. I don't particularly care for. So many weird games. I love itch.io. What a bizarre website. Truly just weird site. Let's get rid of this tag. What's just horror? Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's just play that again. Game is not free. Just looking for free guys, man. Player Barnes is about to discover what kind of horrors lurk in the darkness of a deserted road in tonight's episode, The Highway. I'm intrigued. Very cool game, had fun with it. Short story style, really cool. Can't wait for more. Here's a trailer. Point and click. Yep. Black and white, point and click, pixel art. Ooh, spooky scarecrow. Spooks, man. Actually, just giving a look to Yoma Wari Night Alone and see if you like it in the future. Sure. Oh man, got a 9 out of 10 on Steam. That's pretty good. $20. Oh man, very positive reviews. Quiet evening stroll takes a turn for the worst as a tragic accident befalls a little girl and her dog. When her little sister goes missing in the night, the little girl decides to venture out into the eerie darkness. Like some actual gameplay here. Oh, this looks good. Yeah, I might have to check that out. Oh, what to do, what to do. I might take my break early. Probably be back tonight. I'm getting a throat thing. I wanted to get some good stream time in tonight, but it's gonna be tough if I get a sore throat. You know, kind of makes the whole talking part of this very difficult. You know what there was, though? Thought if there's a Princess Remedy 2. There's a second one. You know, there's a second one. Here's a fun fact about Celeste. The main character's movement is made of 5,400 lines of code. And all of Mario 3 has around 800. That's nuts. That is pretty crazy. Crazy how far games have come. I feel like an injection of caffeine. Near Automata. Man, feels like nothing really good has come out in a while. Like, what's the last game I was excited for? So what is Princess Remedy 2? An enormous boss tower sprung from the ground, lifting entire towns up with it. Now the people living on the tower are starting to contract all sorts of mysterious illness. It's like an actual sequel though, right? Looks like it. This game was fun, man. I enjoyed the gameplay. It was quick, fast, fun, and easy. think I want to play the sequel. Take a look at Heartbound. You will love it. I'm about to just start streaming some old Nintendo games. Start a Nuzlocke run, some Pokemon. That'd be fun. I don't know enough about Pokemon, man. Those Pokemon streamers, nuts. They know too much about Pokemon. Oh, I do. There's a stream I want to do coming up too. I gotta keep forgetting. I'm trying to line someone up to play A Way Out with me. I think I got somebody. But I really want to stream A Way Out. The game looks awesome. So I'm gonna stream it with Hippie. Found though, I think it's a long RPG. I like RPGs, but I don't know if I'd want to play a long RPG on the channel. It's like Lisa mixed with Owlboy. I've thought about doing a playthrough of Lisa on this channel too. I haven't decided though. Not sure my heart is ready for another playthrough of Lisa. Non-traditional role-playing game about a boy, his dog, secrets, and sanity. Huh. Interesting visual style. Looks like an RPG Maker game, but with like properly good assets. Some weird combat. I liked Owlboy a lot. I still kind of think it was a little overhyped though. Similar to games, I've put 10.6 hours into Iconoclast. I had to go back and record a bunch of it, so I had to replay the beginning part of the game again. One Shot was awesome. Children of Morta has still not come out. Trust me, when it comes out, I'll be playing a lot of it on this channel. But for now, still hasn't been released. I'm gonna have to like relearn how to play the entire game too. It's coming out this year, they said. They have not announced any official date. It's already May. It's May of this year, and they still have not announced any specific date on when they're releasing it. Not a good sign. I'm thinking October at the earliest. I'm thinking early 2019 at the latest. This game's been in development for like 3 years. This is one of the first games we kickstarted on my old channel. That's cool. A lot of good games are made in RPG Game Maker. I smelled smoke for a second. That's concerning. If I go up in flames, somebody call the police. Dude, what is up, Shadow God, man? How's it been, dude? This new trailer looks good. Give me game. Give game now. Give Children of Morta. I think To the Moon is an RPG Maker game too, and it's freaking awesome. I have that game downloaded. I've been waiting to play that game on stream. Been putting it off. I thought it'd make like a good Sunday stream or something. How long does it take to beat that game? I want to beat it in one sitting if I can. Seems like any like emotionally impactful story-based games. If I can beat it in one setting, I think that's best. What's up? What's up, people? Wish this game would come out already, man. I already reviewed this. I reviewed this forever ago because I plugged my review here. I've only put in 0 hours in the last 2 weeks. Only played 3.2 hours so far because there's only 3.2 hours of content so far. I leveled up all my characters all the way in 3 hours. I'm so excited to play this game. I think 2 long sittings you will finish it. All right, we'll do it in 2 sittings then. And if you liked my guess, I'll have to play the sequel. Yeah, I mean, if it's good, we'll play the sequel too. 6 hours. Okay, that's not messing around, man. Minute sucked. Minute was not good. Pretty disappointing. This is the classic, right? Look how many games I have in my... There's so many of these games in my Steam library that I've never played. Look at it. Look at this. There's so many games. I've played like maybe 1% of these games at most. Most of the games I've played in here, I only played because of the ones I actually reviewed or played on the channel. Yeah, it's on here right now, man. Here's my games folder. This is what I have installed currently. Batman, the Telltale series. BioShock Remastered, Cuphead, Children of Morta. I have Children of Morta installed. I've never even... Or do I? It might not actually be installed right now. But I never got rid of the icon. No, it is installed. I've never installed this game in like 3 years. This game was one of the first games I think I had installed on my computer. I wonder how many dollars worth of games you have. Probably best we don't find out. It would probably just make me sad to know the exact answer. I got Pyre I've been meaning to play. XCOM 2. Got Minecraft. We could be a Minecraft channel. I don't know how to play Minecraft anymore. It's beyond me at this point. Obviously, Ghost of a Tale, Evil Land, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I don't want to play Batman the Telltale series. It's done now, right? It's done, so I can play it. I don't want to start playing it. Ugh. Till it was all the way out. I wanted to play a Telltale game on this show too. I'm definitely playing all the new Walking Dead. I am so pumped for the new Walking Dead game. Telltale one, not that other one. Who cares? Do you guys know there's like a Left 4 Dead ripoff Walking Dead game coming out? Because there is. I only saw it on Twitter. Most of my games I got on Steam, I got from Humble Bundles as well. So it's not as bad as it looks. I promise you. It's not great, but it's not nearly that bad. The Binding of Isaac, I've put 289 hours into just on Steam alone. Can I sort this by most played? Nope. It's lame. There's any better sorting options here? Do this. Oh, here we go. Metascore. Ooh, you can sort it by Metascore? Oh, except it doesn't work. Do it by my own favorites, this, that. I just gotta wait, man. Donkey Kong comes in on Friday, I think. Playing Donkey Kong later this week. What have I played? Kentucky Route Zero. I heard this is a good game, but mostly I just got it because it's got Kentucky in the name. And I'm from Kentucky, so I think I was legally obligated to purchase this. Look at these. So I haven't even played a bunch of these. It says I have, but that's a lie. The Walking Dead Season 2. Pretty good. Season 1 was the best. Season 2 was alright. It's kind of gone steadily downhill is the problem. Crawl is an amazing game. Such a good game. I have Mad Max. I forgot about that. So many games in here I want to play. So many games I forgot I owned. Tales of the Borderlands. The Wolf Among Us. I want to play The Wolf Among Us too. You ever heard of Earthfall? It's pretty similar to Left 4 Dead. No, but I've been looking for something Left 4 Dead style forever. Earthfall. I kind of heard, shoot, what's that game? Vermintide 2? Whatever that game is. Someone was telling me to download that. They said they compared it to Left 4 Dead.
Rated T for teen.
See 4 players.
Everyone's gone. What was the name of this place again? Every town is
I broke it. That's will work full screen for some
like
reason.
this now. Everything has gone to crap.
Okay, I just want to play full screen.
Swarm coming! Everybody stay focused!
Cooperative shooter for up to 4 players using team-based tactics to fortify holdouts and complete objectives. Players must work together to survive. I really enjoy team-based games.
Guys, there's a printer here!
Your favorite Telltale is Tales from the Borderlands? I never played it, man. I played Borderlands 1, beat it a couple times. Borderlands 2 I never finished. I really like Borderlands, but I never found it as addicting as a lot of my friends did. This is fun. Does it have the versus mode though? Cause that's the part I miss the most. That versus mode. That was what, you know, that's where the fun really kicked off. Player. Come on. Yeah, this all just looks like
Rated T
one-sided.
for teen.
This is how I usually pick games. It's been like an hour just sitting here scrolling through. $25 for Spy Party? Are you kidding me? That game is not worth $25. Mm-mm. No. I mean, like games that use stat-based weapons when they have guns. I don't mind it. Personally, it doesn't really bother me at all. Oh, fuck. Primal. Primal was the most recent one, right? And then Far Cry 4 came out before that? Yeah. Weird. To me, a gun should not improve itself with different stats, etc. I mean, if I shoot someone in the head with a gun, that person should be dead no matter what the weapon stat. I mean, realistically, yes. And in certain games, yes. But I don't think that all games should have to adhere to that rule, because I think a lot of games do a lot by mixing it up. You know, I don't think I don't think there's any golden rule that all video games should have to follow. Certain games are able to do a lot with being weird or subverting rules. Like, if games follow traditional rules, there would be no Undertale. There would be, you know, no games like that just totally mess with everything. There'd be no Humaniki. Look at this. This is the revamped Humaniki. So we just played the old one. Wow, new one's like 3D. It actually looks like you can tell what stuff is. Got very mixed reviews though. Probably weird as hell. Probably still doesn't make any sense as to what's happening in the entire game. The internet loves overly convoluted games like that. The internet has an issue with distinguishing between games that are good because they have deep lore and make you dig, and games that are just overly convoluted. Well, they're one and the same in the internet's eyes. Too much realism is very challenging to implement in games. I made it become like a raid game. Every time you get shot in the head, you die instantly. Exactly. And while I think that might work for something like a Counter-Strike or like a SWAT mode in like Halo or Call of Duty, I think a lot of people would also going to want games like Fortnite, where you have shields and weapons and stats. And because to me, putting it in the context of Fortnite's fun because there's a neutral game in every interaction. Sure, you can get one-shotted from a sniper or shotgun, and it's not fun. But a lot of the time, you're going to get hit once or twice from an assault rifle or some gun, and you're going to have a chance to react. You're going to have a chance to build. You have a chance to turn the situation around. And it's that prolonged interaction is where the really fun part of the competition comes from. That's why I like fighting games, because it's not just like a one hit and you're done kind of thing. It's multiple different interactions that add up to one person being the winner or the loser. You know, the real gameplay is that back and forth, that, okay, you scored a little bit of a point, and then I score a little bit of a point, and then you score a little bit of a point, and then, you know, we're in neutral together. I win the neutral, you win the neutral, I win the neutral again. That's a lot of the fun in a competitive game for me. To me, what you're talking about would just be sneaking up on people and taking them out, which, again, is a possibility for a fun game, for a stealth game, but I wouldn't want to play all games like that. Especially because we're talking about games not supposed to be real, but with guns, I can't come to terms with it. It's just a personal thing, though. I get it, man. I mean, to me, though, I don't see guns as any different than any other video game weapon. Like, it's just the same as if you used a magical staff or something. It's just whatever the game chooses to give you. Should have finished this game. I never finished Firewatch. Enjoyed that game, though, for what I played. Had a nice, strong narrative. Hello, neighbor. Simulator. I'm just scrolling through stuff at this point. All right, what should I do? What time is it? I ate lunch right before I came on here, so I'm not, like, hungry. Streaming for, like, 2 hours. I was going to take a break and then do my usual and come back and play Fortnite poorly into the night. What remains of Edith Finch? Actually, I'm going to play this game. I hear this game is, like, insanely good. It's super weird. The whole upgrading guns thing is BS, but hey, game designer choice. I mean, I don't know. I like, you know, to me, I like being able to upgrade my weapons. Like you can upgrade a character. Like I think too often in games, and well, in what is it? Borderlands doesn't do this. I like it when you can upgrade a singular weapon, like you upgrade a character with stats, instead of just like throwing it away and getting a new one. I wish I could see more of that in games. Like you have weapons that you could upgrade and equip with various like stat points and boosted effects and things.
I'm sure my mom was just trying to protect.
Exactly 6 hours ahead. I think you might like Dead Cells. I've been meaning to play Dead Cells too, but roguelites take up so much time, dude. It's such an investment. Pretty much just killing time at this point. Oh yeah. So I found this game earlier. It's called a Horror Fish Simulator. It's a fishing game where you're a zombie. For real. For real. This is an actual game I found on Steam, and it costs $3. Or no, $1. But still, it costs money. People want money for this game. It's not only roguelike, it's a randomly generated dungeon roguelike Metroidvania. Jesus, dude, that is like a horrifying sentence for me as an addicted gamer. What are the Gamergate's dumbest demands in your opinions? I don't pay attention to Gamergate. I don't feed those trolls. I don't know much about Gamergate. I don't know. The whole thing seemed weird to me. It just like suddenly I knew some people were mad about something. And then somehow that turned into like Nazis and alt-right shit. And I was like, what is happening? What is going on over here in video game land? Look at all these games I have that I've never played. I played this one. I played that for a little while on my old channel. It's okay. Anodyne's really good for a Zelda-style game. Pantheon, didn't really care for it. Ark, never got into it. Heard it was too grindy. Back to the Future. This was like Telltale's like first series of games, wasn't it? Episode 1 is free. I'm about to just play Batman. Go back to BioShock. Trying to think of how much time I want to kill. I could keep streaming straight through. I don't know. Give me a list of Gamergate's demands and I'll tell you which is the most ridiculous. This game sucked. Game right here. Crawl is one of my favorite multiplayer games to come out in a very long time. Super cool game. Brilliant idea. Look up Nuclear Throne. Boop. Done. 9 hours on file already, dude. Trust me, man. I played some Nuclear Throne. I fucks with it. Porky Unipine was alright. Risk of Rain was alright. Psychonauts. Probably Archery was a bizarre game. Reigns is a lot of fun. Roundabout was a really cool game. Very unique game. Screen Cheat's a really cool game. Still think Crawl's a better game, but, you know, not everything needs to be compared, to be fair. So many games in here I bought because I thought they sounded cool, and then I never got around to playing. How do I delete games from my inventory? Get this shit out of here. Wolfenstein, the Old Blood. I didn't know I had Wolfenstein in here. Why So Evil 2 is garbage. Hippie made me buy these games for our old channel because he's evil. The kind of stuff he does to me. He's supposed to be my friend, and this is what he does to me. He makes me buy terrible, shitty games about cubes rolling around a dystopia. It's so dumb. It's just a fucking cube game. This game was weird. Didn't really like it. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't my style of game. This game is like we were talking about earlier. It relies too heavily on mechanics from past nostalgia generations that end up not working. Undertale. Great game. I didn't mean to be like, ugh, Undertale. It's like, ugh, and then change of thought. Undertale. Undertale's great. Don't tell the internet I said something bad about Undertale. I didn't, and it's a good game. So many games in here I need to play. This makes me depressed. Just looking at all these games that I never got around to playing. And then, especially considering the ones I did play. Transistor is just a damn near perfect game. I loved that game. But, there's a but to Transistor. It was awesome, man. I thought Bastion was better, though. I think Transistor just did a lot of the same stuff. I like that they mixed up the genre, for sure. Path to the Sky. I've been waiting on this game to get a final release as well. Another game I did a really old preview on. This game is actually surprisingly good. You should really do a watch stream sometimes. I know, man. I'm just afraid of YouTube. YouTube scares me. They look for any excuse they can to give you a copyright strike. It's kind of terrifying. I guess we could, you said we could watch like a free movie or something on YouTube though, so that could be fun. I love to make fun of bad movies. I love watching a bad movie and just making fun of it the whole time, so I could have a good time doing that. This game could be potential. The problem is, like, I want to play newer games, obviously. Games that'll be interesting to people. Really, all I want to play is Left 4 Dead 2. Let's be honest. That's all I want to play. Jazzpunk was amazing. Jazzpunk is such a funny game. I love games like this that actually pull off that humor and the fourth wall breaks. A lot of them try and fail. Hob was really good. I think I liked Hob more than anybody else in the world. That's what it feels like sometimes. Hob was such a good game, though. I couldn't stop playing. Mechazoo, how's that game? I've been curious about it. Well, sir, I actually have a full review of it on this channel. If you'd like to check out my Mechazoo review, go to my channel and go into the reviews playlist, and you'll find a nice full-length video about Mechazoo. But that was okay. Yeah, it's a middle ground kind of game. I like the graphics weren't just pixel art like everything else. Look, it's everybody's favorite game for me to play, and my least favorite one. Forest, I guess, just got an official release and is getting popular again, so that could be fun. So indecisive, though. Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 3. Fez, I thought was super overrated. I played a little bit of Fez. Just a little bit. Elliot Quest, one of my favorite indie games of all time. Diva Kick. Pretty funny. Depth was cool for a little while. Interesting concept. That's that Left 4 Dead style versus combat that I like. Interesting concept. Fun enough to play. No staying power. There's nothing that made me want to keep playing Depth. I almost never played it because I have no one to play it with. Left 4 Dead 2. I mean, I've barely played it on Steam. I have like hundreds of hours logged into my old Xbox account with it. Cave Story. Played and beat that. I do have Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops and Black Ops 2. Maybe I should just get into Call of Duty. No building. That makes it easier. I have Borderlands too. Hey, you know, who needs games when you could just sit here and talk forever? Apparently I'm alright at. I could BS for days, guys. It's no shortage of ability to do that. Check out Slain Back from Hell. It's a short, linear, hard as hell action side-scroller. Sure, sounds cool. This horror fish simulator. What is this game? Who thought of this? I made a Let's Play of Battle Chef Brigade after seeing a review of it. Dude, awesome. I wanted to play that game more. I wish I'd gotten that game on the Switch. I would have played it more if I'd had it on the Switch. I wish... Give me a device like the Switch where I can play my Steam games, and I'll be done. I won't ever need another console. Did you say Slain Back from Hell? Oh, I have that game on my wish list. I was gonna review this game, and I missed it. Like, I missed the release date. I wanted it to be like a fresh review, and by the time I realized it came out, it was like 2 months too late. This metal music reminds me of Agretzko, which is a surprisingly good show, by the way. It's found it to be quite relatable. I don't even work in an office, but like the general like work atmosphere and community that show presents is really good. And that feeling of like wanting to leave your job at the end of the day and just go scream into a microphone I mean, I understand that. That's a feeling I can relate to. I think the game has tons of wasted potential, though. Yeah, a lot of the middle parts were really... A lot of the in-between game parts were lame. The biggest missed potential to me in that entire game was that the monster hunts are not really fun. The gathering for the monsters and stuff, like you run into the same monsters constantly. They all don't look finished. They need more polish visually. You pretty much fight them all the same way. Like, the Bejeweled style puzzle solving, the cooking aspects were really well developed. The same attention to detail was not put into the fighting, which was supposed to be 50% of the game. So that was my biggest disappointment, was they just didn't put enough effort into that part of the game. Thrash part of the game feels useless. I didn't even get to that part. I won't even lie to you. I didn't even get to that part of the game. I looked up some of the ending stuff to see if it really got that much different from the point I was at, and it looked like it stayed the same. I mean, I had fun up to that point, so I didn't feel bad recommending it, because I knew that I got my money's worth up to the point I had played to, so I figured even if the game got trash after that, which I knew it didn't, because, again, I looked it up, but I wasn't worried about it. They're saying this game is short? I didn't realize this game was short. Why does this game have mixed reviews? Mostly positive, but except recently it's been mixed. Just a slow-paced trial and error, dodge or die game. No, just no. My mouse doesn't like this game. Repetitive, unsatisfying, and boring combat, uninspired enemy attack patterns, stiff controls, enemies soak too much damage, immersion-breaking music, beautiful but overdone graphics, bland... What does that mean? Beautiful but overdone graphics, immersion-breaking music, bland level design, and mediocre platforming. The guy is trying too hard to sound like he knows what he's talking about when he doesn't. I've died way too many times trying to beat the counter mini-boss at the first level to even care to continue to the rest of the game. Block is useless since even if you... This person put in 0.2 hours into the game. Like, I don't care how many times you died. You put in 0.2 hours. Alright, that's a fifth of an hour. You put in like 12 minutes. You played this game for like 12 minutes and he left it a bad review. This guy played the game for 1.2 hours and he calls it too boring and repetitive. What is wrong with people? Can you people firmly remove the stick that is so deeply lodged up into your anal cavity? Fucking 0.2 hours reviews. This is like the people that watch your YouTube videos, watch the intro, and they like dislike it. Like, bruh. No. No. You know, at the end of the day, the game's just gotta be fun. Alright, I'm literally doing nothing right now. How long does it take to beat? I don't want to play Batman. That's kind of what I've landed on. I want to play Batman. My streams are going to be so hard to, like, watch. People will be like, where the fuck did you play the first episode of Batman? I'll be like, what's in the itch.io horror game? You know, after the first hour where I was playing the game, and then the second hour where I did nothing except talk about Steam games for an hour, and then I started playing this. Why not talking about guys that just dislike your videos just because they're doing the same kind of video and have to bring competitors down? That's just sad, man. I love finding people that make the same kind of videos as me. It's an opportunity to learn and grow. Either they're doing, even if they're doing stuff that's bad, I can be like, oh, I better make sure to avoid that in my videos. I don't know, man. I don't really dislike videos on YouTube in general unless they're misleading or, like, horrible. I'm trying to think of a video I've disliked on YouTube. Not a video that someone put effort into. Maybe a video that is like actually just like the thumbnail and the title are misleading or a lie. They're not relevant to the actual search options, or like tech support videos that don't actually fix the problem. That's about it. I don't know. I don't like to leave dislikes on stuff too. As a content creator of a long time, I don't like to leave. Do I have an account? I probably have an account. Can't. How to do this? Nope, not right. Maybe I don't have an account. Pretty sure I have an account. I play Telltale games. Maybe my password's wrong. Probably be this password if it was gonna be anything though. Okay, the email I put in is not registered. Well, then the only other option would be this one. Don't think it is. Maybe this is a new thing. Maybe they didn't used to require this and now they do. Oh, I can just hit not now. I guarantee you that's what I hit last time. Well, also, is this the Batman that's currently going on, or did they finish this Batman and then release a new one? I need to look this up first. How many Batman games has Telltale done now? Telltale the Batman game. Telltale Batman 2 and 3. Okay, so they have done 2 seasons. They did Batman the Telltale series. They did season 2. That's with the Joker. The Enemy Within. Okay, so that's an entirely different series. I heard the story for this game is kind of peculiar. I should just play the second one. I think the second one is also free. Or the episode 1 is free. I mean, not that I mind paying for it if it costs money, but be a good start. Batman. There we go. Yep, that's the one. There she is. Content's not appropriate for all ages. Hide your virgin eyes, chat. Look away. Nope. All or nothing on this one. Play the first one. I like Telltale's business model with this stuff too. I think it's especially smart that they like, hey, try episode 1, you'll be hooked. You'll want to know what happens next. Well, this is the one with Mrs. Catwoman. Adjust the slider so the bat symbol is barely visible. Alright. Oh, what is this? Select a bat tech color. Your bat tech color determines the look of Batman's gadgets, gear, and UI. Classic blue. Red, not very Batman to me. Yellow, like classic Batman, doesn't fit with what's going on here. I like purple though. I like the purple. I like the blue is the more classic Batman, but I mean the purple just looks better. Just me. Quick, somebody make me a thumbnail for this. It's easy. Take my face, Photoshop it onto a picture of Batman. Boom, you've made a Wigwam thumbnail. Congratulations. Years of Photoshop talent have finally come to fruition in a very advanced level of thumbnailing. What you got for me, Batman game? Let me punch some guys. Let me... City Hall, 8:32 p.m. Pretty early in the evening, actually. Like, you know, the kids aren't even asleep at 8:32.
Hey, what are you?
Oh. He died. Deep driving techno beats, that's how you know shit's going down. Oh no, laser tripwires. Too bad this is Batman. You know that shit's not effective.
He's gonna show. Bring the whole goddamn place down. We'll be out of here before anyone can stop.
I've only ever played these games on a controller, so let's see how this goes. I played one of these games on a Steam controller. Hated it. But that's just because I hate the Steam controller. I don't know, I'll never understand people's love for the Steam controller. I think it is like the most garbage controller.
Move in.
It absolutely baffles me. That's not how elevators work.
Gordon. They're on the 52nd floor. I'm going in.
Hey, wait! Wait for backup!
Don't need it.
Only played on controller, it wasn't hard. Other Telltales? Tall Tales?
Sent 3 home in an ambulance. The rest in body bags.
No wonder the cops want him dead.
Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. With all the other flying animals.
Uh-oh. You got a Batman. You're gonna regret this, buddy. E for equip my gadget. E again for evacuate the grappling hook. What is that? How do you not... Okay, so like... I get that your initial reaction would be to look at the noise. But when you see the wire running from like over here across the street, would your eyes not naturally follow it over there and look at the giant hooded bat-like figure? Oh my god, I'm getting some frame skips on this game.
Bruce, you can't keep doing this.
I have to.
No one else will.
It's gonna make it difficult for quick reaction time if I'm getting frame skips.
The city's safer now.
I can't play a game with this much talking without turning on subtitles. Play subtitles. Resume game. Let's try that again.
It's made you a target. And people will keep you in the crosshairs until you're shot out of the sky.
I can handle it. I'm Batman. Game of Thrones game from Telltale. I didn't play, but I've seen a Let's Play of it, and I have to say I loved it. I have that one too. I love Game of Thrones. I've read all the books and watched all the TV show. I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes of the show because of a friend. And I was like, dude, I can't watch a single other episode until I catch up on the books, and that's what I did. With that show, I definitely recommend reading the books first if you're going to read them. You can honestly just skip them if you don't want to read them. But
What was that?
if you watch the show, you won't want to read the books because shows are, especially in the beginning, are very faithful. You're gonna get bored as hell trying to read through the books if you already know what's gonna happen. Alright. Zoop. There she goes. That'll save you from the guy who's clearly on the ceiling. I mean, he went up. Like, clearly he's up on the ceiling, guys. Come on, use your brains. Use your dumb robber brains. I guess maybe you should have bought more than one gas mask, huh? Why did only one guy wear a gas mask? Why did this guy think that, like, only he would need the gas mask? Or was he telling the other guys before the heist, he was like, you should get a gas mask. And they were like, dude, we're just robbing an office building. Why would we possibly need a gas mask? You're being absolutely ridiculous.
You're trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
I think I broke his face. It was good, like a little reaction test. Get my fingers all ready for some Fortnite, you know. Quick reaction times. Launching the hell out of the sky. Wow. Oh my god. Punched him so hard he broke his helmet. It's a little extreme, Batman. Wow. Throw him down an elevator
Maybe I'll
shaft.
teach you to knock.
Hey, it's Catwoman.
Behind you, big boy.
Wow.
Heyday.
Who attacks Batman with a drill? There's no way this ends well for you. Like, he can't really thought that was gonna turn out any other way. He was like, I'm gonna be it. They'll tell stories about the guy who finally, after 15 years, defeated Batman with his one weakness that no one had ever tried. Hitting him in the back with a saw. If only the Joker had tried that, it would have saved him a lot of heartache.
If you want to be intimidating, you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you, so are the police.
It's a scare tactic, Al. Just a performance.
Show you a performance, if you know what I mean.
Without a scratch.
So far.
Ooh, it's Batman again.
Doesn't belong to you.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
What a this is such a better Bat voice than the Christopher Nolan
Don't
movies.
tell me that's why you do all this. Squeeze into a suit, tie on a cape. Most people dressed up like that end up in Arkham.
This city needs
Gotham
protecting.
needs a hero. Someone to hunt down people like you.
So that makes me what? A villain? Sounds fun.
Ooh.
Gotta admit it though. You give a good chase. One day you might actually catch me.
Tonight.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Then let's put you in a cage.
I hate the Batman voice in the Christopher Nolan movies. Like, it's so cheesy. Like, it's such a try-hard Batman voice. It sounds like someone doing a bad impression of Batman all the time. Can't absolutely stand it at all. And yet he committed to it for 3 movies. 3 amazing movies with one horribly annoying glaring flaw that I just have a really, really hard time getting over. What you gonna do? Well, Christopher Nolan's amazing. What's his face? What's that actor? Can't even remember at the top of my head. Christian Bale. I don't think Christian Bale's that good. He's an okay Bruce Wayne. I've never been really sold on Christian Bale. He was American Psycho, right? He was good in that because he's actually a fucking psycho. He is legitimately an insane person who worries me. But yeah, I don't know. Not for me.
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
So since there's no penalty for pressing the wrong button on this game, I could literally just press like the 6 buttons that it has me input all the time. Oh, shit. I was looking at the chat. I wasn't even looking at it, and it still just did it for me. Telltale games are great and all when the story is good, but they do like literally play themselves for you. Like, I know it's sometimes, like, rarely in The Walking Dead you can like actually die. Like, how far in this game could I get if I just turned it on, just walked away and left it? If I didn't input anything, no controls, how much would it let me get away with? What if I just like got one of those little birds, you know, the like tappy bird things, and just had it press the E button for me?
Why go to all that
Think I could get through most of the game?
this?
Shit.
Uh-huh.
Can't be killed.
Gotcha.
You, however,
Christian Bale would have made a good Joker, not Batman. Oh, that I would have liked to have seen that. That would have been pretty cool.
Damn it! I said don't shoot. No, wait.
You shot Batman. Your ass is in trouble. I like that idea. Christian Bale as the Joker. He'd have made a scary Joker. He'd have been the right kind of like psychotic. Well, you killed her, Batman. Congratulations. You're probably not gonna get to her in time because that's not how falling works. Okay. But this is a superhero story, so it's what it needs to be. Oh, she's still falling. You didn't do a very good job of saving her, Batman. There you go.
Guess I was wrong about you catching me. Not sure if it was
Ha!
for my sake
Get it?
or yours.
Don't struggle or you'll fall.
Oh, but that's what you crave. The struggle.
Ooh.
I know men like you.
Ew. Ow.
Bye, Bat.
Look at you and your Batman style gadgets. That's not cool, lady. That's my shtick. Alright, that's the Batman thing. Can't be taking that. Oh no, she lightly scratched him. How dare her?
Bruce Wayne tonight.
That's a much harder fight.
Don't let tombstones be your family legacy.
Well then.
Batman's not having kids. With all the gas,
save the city.
chemicals, shots to the nuts this guy has probably gotten, like, I have a hard time believing Bruce Wayne still producing some baby batter. I mean,
Thank you, everyone. A humble district attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate in half.
hey, it's Harvey Dent.
For too long.
I thought, who played Harvey Dent in
Under Mayor Hill's
The Dark Knight? That was really good.
vote for Harvey Dent.
Didn't look like typical Harvey Dent, but man, he did a really good job with that role.
We could stamp out the fire and save our great city.
I've been meaning, I need to rewatch Batman Begins. First time I saw it was years and years ago. I didn't care for it.
Could have heard that applause, he would
But like,
well, there he is.
everybody says it's good now, so I need to retry it.
Late as always. Say
Do you
hi,
think a game
Bruce.
can be unpleasant, depressing, and painful while still being good? Oh, absolutely.
Enjoy drinking my wine. It's worth more than most of you.
No, he's kidding, everyone. No wine is that expensive. Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support.
Yeah, no, like Lisa is an extremely depressing game from start to finish, and it's very good. I don't think games need to make you feel good. Just like movies, like stories don't need to make you feel good to be good. Stories just need to make you feel something. Sometimes successfully pulling off being a downer is even more difficult, and
prefer the brooding billionaire angle. So the sooner we make nice with the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
Just wanted to make an entrance.
Congratulations, you almost missed it. You are a pillar of this city and my campaign.
well, I'm a pillar,
Aren't you
all right.
here, tuxedoed and shaking hands. No one came here tonight to see me. They want to see the Bruce Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors. Your face, specifically.
Bruce Wayne is
now
introverted as the
saying,
rest of us.
"Support Harvey Dent."
Feels good.
We're the grease, they're the wheels. And they're rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families.
Trying to play this like a Bruce Wayne would, and then the Batman lines like a Batman would, because it's two different people, you know.
This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for funding my campaign. Now all I need is a decent slogan. I'm terrible at those.
Put a dent in crime. Our hope is in Harvey. A new
Which,
face
the
for
record,
Gotham.
I have not been
Classy.
since before law school.
I hate
All right.
the cheap, crappy
How about,
alliterations.
A new face for Gotham.
Look at you. It's not half bad. I'm gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said.
Harvey will
Together,
remember
you
that.
and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want to.
Oh, I'm a little sad that Ben Affleck never got his fair shake as Batman. I thought he was a good Batman, man. The
Well,
Batfleck,
we can start with a few hands.
they canceled his movie.
Come on.
The Justice League is not good. Batman v Superman was legitimately one of the worst movies I've seen in the last 3 or 4 years whenever I saw it. Such a garbage movie. God, Batman v Superman was What a drag. What a long, horribly boring drag of a movie that is.
Mr. Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and Regina Zellerbach. Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here is the chairwoman of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband...
Oops.
Voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street, but I trust your family.
Yep.
You believe in
Just
Dent?
well, our family
We
by
believe in you.
just him.
After all,
Kind of an orphan. Way to
whoever you
rub in the
support is a
family thing.
reflection on you.
And we trust someone like you to lead this city to greatness.
Well, I'm flattered, truly, but this night is about getting
A lot of people in the gaming industry that if a game doesn't have a fun gameplay, it has no value. That's such a
I think
horribly
I speak for
stupid
half the
mentality.
room when I say politicians are puppets.
Oh, come
Again,
on,
entertaining
Bob.
doesn't always
I'm not a
mean
politician. I'm a
the same
crusader.
thing. It needs to keep your
No strings
interest. It
attached.
needs to feel like a good use of your
Old
time.
families like ours should
But at the
flock
end of the
together,
day,
you know.
however you go about that is fine to
You're
me. It
preaching
doesn't
here.
have to inherently
No, it's
be
true.
one thing or the
Waynes
other.
and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look
No.
at Gotham now.
Doesn't have to be
Murder
happy.
in the streets, corruption in
Doesn't have to be
City Hall,
positive. Doesn't have to have a nice
fat
little bow
freak
wrapped up
dealing out
ending.
vigilante justice like it's the wild
Just needs to be
goddamn
a
West.
satisfying
Oh,
experience
Bob,
overall.
Regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
Forgive me for being blunt, but one man can't save this city. And it's a dangerous mentality.
But a half
to
bat,
think
half
so.
man.
That's how you get creeps like this Batman.
Well, I have to say I side with your wife on this, Mr. Zellerbach. Even a spark of hope can light the darkness.
Oh, an idealist with a bank account. He'll be broke before election day.
And I know Bruce would
Ha, ha, ha,
gladly
ha,
spend
ha.
every penny he
Rich
has
people
to fix the
banter.
city.
Oh,
I don't doubt that for a
wait.
moment.
Twirl my
Don't worry,
mustache.
I am not doing this alone. And with Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art.
All the
mental
Telltale
health
games have
facility
such a nice
to
comic
help
book look. It
Gotham's
works
most
super well
at-risk
for this
individuals.
Batman game.
It will be dedicated to Thomas and Martha Wayne.
The Walking Dead too, but I think
Hopes that
it's
their fate
very fitting for
will
Batman.
never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city.
I would love to see them get like a Spider-Man story.
to be
I would love the
killed by a
Telltale telling
botched
of like the
robbery
Gwen
in
Stacy
some
storyline.
alleyway. It was terrible. Truly terrible.
Probably emotionally
Tragedy
destroy me.
like that at such a young age. It must have been crippling.
If only that deranged man had gotten the right treatment, maybe. Well, I don't like to think.
I'm gonna
about
get him
it
the
these
awkward
days.
silence. The
And I'm
thanks
sure
for
he
bringing
won't
up my
either.
dead parents, even though I'm a grown-ass man at a party.
Tragedy, truly. And I will fight from City Hall to make sure nothing like that ever
Like
happens
seriously,
again.
could you imagine?
Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You're an adult. You've been dealing with the loss of your parents your whole life. You're in your 30s. You had a nice fancy dinner party,
You, but that went better than expected.
helping somebody run for mayor. And what do they bring up? Dead parents. But you're right for the throat punch. And a props.
Well, hello.
Oh my god, it's Catwoman.
Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
I mean, I don't know who it is. But it's definitely
And
Catwoman.
reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
This is a private fundraiser, Miss Vale. No reporters allowed.
Well, you don't mind if I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Yes,
You can
get
ask
the
me
fuck
whatever
out.
you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
Well, he certainly doesn't have any time either.
Tonight is strictly off the record. We can talk, but nothing gets written down.
I'm okay with that. I was just hoping to see what makes
Kicked
Bruce
her ass
Wayne
to the
tick.
curb.
This
Does
is
the
quite the
do you have
social
an
event.
objective review personally? I think it's
now,
stupid
so
because it's
formal.
impossible to be objective about art.
Bruce.
Yeah, that's why I don't use a number grading system.
Bruce, you've been going around pleasing everyone.
I don't
today.
believe in grading games on a number
How
scale.
are you doing?
Because you run into things like look at
You should enjoy your own party before all the champagne runs out.
Get some
I'm
flirt
doing
going
better
on.
now that you're
Flirty.
here. Well, I'll tell you, if all these stuffed shirts weren't...
Anthony Fantano runs into a lot of issues, right? Because he uses a number scale, kind of, for his
Mr.
reviews.
Wayne,
He's like, you know,
You've got
he's
something on your
gives like a strong 7 or a light 7, decent 7, you know, on a
is that
scale like
blood?
1 to 10.
Yeah. It looks like
Actually, it's lipstick.
Well, no wonder you were late. Say no more.
Do
Got it.
excuse me, Master
Smooth.
Bruce, but, rather
But people get mad at him because
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
if an artist releases an album that's not up to their standards, it still might be better than someone else's album. But according to his review, he knocks them points for not living up to their potential. He might give extra points to a different person for exceeding their potential. And then you end up with two albums that are not on the same level but have the same number review score. That's why I don't believe in giving things a number review, whether they be video games, or albums, or really movies. I mean, you really, the proper way to review them is a subjective review based on the content. But I understand, like, number reviews are a necessary evil. They make things easier. You don't always have time to go through a whole essay on stuff.
Maybe you can change your mind.
Jesus, Harvey, inviting a known criminal to your fundraiser doesn't exactly look good for your squeaky clean image.
Let me worry about that. A word of warning, Bruce. Play nice.
Ooh. So when's the Fortnite stream?
You know, I've been in the market for
I'm really going to wrap this up at the end of this next chapter and then take a break and then be back
I think I'll take
at 8:30 maybe.
Though the decor offends my eyes. Man, all flash, no class.
Let's talk privately, shall we?
Hey, I like this guy. Ready to do business.
Sure do
before
now.
we even introduce
Wait till the
us.
punching starts.
But we'll get to that.
It's coming.
Come on,
And the
Fred.
bat rings,
Thank you for welcoming
the
me.
grappling hooks, and the bat kicks, and the bat flying in from the heaven, breaking in through your glass ceiling. You know what?
You're
You know,
a respectable man, I hear.
I'll shake his hand. I don't care.
Bruce Wayne.
I know who you are.
Whoever
The guy who's
in
gonna sell me
Gotham
his house.
owns the ceiling glass business. Very profitable business in Gotham. A lot of Batman coming in through glass ceilings. You think people in Gotham would give up on the glass ceiling game after a couple years? You think they'd be like, all right,
You should know, Mr.
we got a
Falcone.
Batman
My
problem.
analysts say we're
I don't
losing
need him
triple
coming in
what
here.
Mayor Hill had- Hey, what's...
Private audience.
If I was Bruce,
Guys,
I would own the glass company. That's how I would make my money.
I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes. Have a drink. have
Get
a
the
talk.
piss off, Harvey. I don't need you. I'm Batman. I mean, I'm not Batman. I'm Bruce Wayne. But I still don't need you.
I'll get a drink or something. Christ.
Jesus, Jiminy Crickets.
Yeah, well, that's just like Harvey, huh? Wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey
Yep.
actually help this city instead of just saying he will.
I understand more than you know.
Good. You look smart. You dress smart. Glad it adds up to something real. I ain't here to chinwag about politics, Mr. Wayne.
Chinwag. Need
Gives me
to
indigestion.
roll that
I
into
got
my
enough of
day-to-day
that as
dialect. Stop
So,
chinwagging at me.
Let's
Speak
talk
on.
relationship. Chalk this for me. Be a pal. I can get Harvey the mayor's seat, or I can pull it out from under him.
I can pull your teeth out from your face.
Whatever happened to being a gracious host? Okay, imagine this is me, and these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians.
Boom, boom,
I make
boom.
them all move, and I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be. Between your businesses and mine, I bet we employ half the city. Now, we got a good thing going, so I don't see why we shouldn't team up.
Oh, I'm everyone's friend.
Which means you're really no one's. Pick
Correct.
a lane before you have a head-on collision.
I'm in the bat
Listen to
lane.
me, kid.
Driving the
I know
Batmobile.
somewhere inside that tuxedo, you understand the situation. Money gets money. The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake.
Mm-hmm.
it's the break.
Don't you dare talk about my father.
You're getting worked up over nothing. Hell, I knew him longer than you did.
Wow, that's
Say no to me.
not polite.
Not for long.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
They're all just leaving in unison? Is that what rich people do at parties? So just, now is time to go. And they go to rich people McDonald's to get hangover food.
The owner's a prick. And he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Batman, the series. Alright, this seems like a good stopping point. And so we shall. Come back to this though. Telltale games are fun. Alright. I'll be back. 8:30, 9, probably. A little while. Stream Fortnite. I don't know how long I'm going to stream Fortnite tonight. I do have to work tomorrow, so can't just stream like forever and ever. But I'll be back.